By the coming of the new year, hopes for peace in Yemen were pinned on Houthi return to the negotiating table. The rebels, however, are still blocking every chance to settle the conflict with difficult preconditions. This report has more details.
Iran-backed Houthi rebels have reiterated their demand that a wage issue with Yemen's government be settled before they commit to a permanent truce. The rebels indicated that they are attempting to reach a point in Yemen where a truce or a permanent ceasefire may be established. Attempts to relaunch peace talks with the Houthis and the Yemeni government have faltered in recent months, with civil servant pay posing a major hurdle. The rebel group stipulated that any solution must be based on disbursing employee salaries from oil and gas revenues. This happened as Yemen's government confirmed its promise to pay salaries. Other Houthi demands include the reopening of the airports and highways in Sana'a. Despite the relative peace, a resumption to full-scale conflict remains a possibility in the absence of a formal agreement to end the hostilities. Both sides of the military equation have reached a point of exhaustion and are not eager to resume military operations. Yemen's civil war began when the Houthis took control of the capital Sana'a and much of the country's northern regions, forcing the Yemeni government into exile. At the urging of the Yemeni government, a Saudi-led coalition intervened in early 2015. At the start of Ramadan last April, both sides agreed to a 2-month ceasefire. It was later extended 3 times, but efforts to prolong it beyond October fell through. The new Houthi remarks come only hours after the Yemeni president, Rashad al-Alimi, reaffirmed his country's commitment to working with foreign allies to resolve the war. On Twitter, Alimi underlined his commitment to alleviate human suffering, including regular payment of wages for civilian and military troops, diplomatic missions, and scholarship students, in accordance with complete state reforms. The UN said last year that the violence had led to more than 377,000 fatalities, acute food insecurity, crucial infrastructural damage, and the collapse of basic services. According to the United Nations, over 4 million people have been displaced and 15.6 million have plunged into severe poverty.